So there's definitely some work to be done. This is my trash. I love that so much. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, okay? It was mostly me crying. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. Well, hi there. Welcome to a brand new vlog. So in case you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Diane. I work in film and television as an on-set props person, but I'm also working on becoming a self-published author, and I make videos about that and my writing journey and my life and all that stuff here on YouTube, and you're watching one of them. So subscribe if you like the vibe. Okay, so as you may or may not know, I am working on finishing the third draft of Ben by by the end of July. My original soft deadline was July 16th. I've extended my soft deadline to the 21st of July. I basically just want enough time to go over it one more time before I send it off to CPs, and also just get everything ready that I need to get ready to send to my CPs. But technically I have until the 31st of July. Now, I have 9 chapters left. That's it. And I honestly feel like that's super manageable. However, if you watch my last vlog, I did mention how I have definitely been saving the I've been skipping the hardest chapters, so now I've essentially saved them for last, and now I need to work on the hardest stuff last. And by hard, I just mean the chapters are longer, they're chunkier. I've done most of the shorter chapters, and they're gonna require the most kind of developmental, like bigger edits. I've been doing smaller edits in these shorter chapters, adding bits of dialogue and little details and stuff like that, but in these chapters that I've skipped, for the most part, there's stuff that needs to be taken away, and I need to do a lot of dialogue tweaking. And 2 of the chapters, I just need to completely zero draft new scenes that I have outlined. So there's definitely some work to be done. Here's my goal for today, okay? By the way, today's Thursday, it's July 13th. I want to revise a minimum of 2 chapters of Ben today, but I'm aiming for 3. I basically have 3 kind of shorter chapters left, so I think I can go through those pretty quickly, although one of those chapters I am going to be adding a little bit of stuff. But I think 2 of those chapters are just kind of like refining it a bit. I need help with those chapters, so they're mostly going to stay the same until I get feedback from CPs. So I feel like I can get 2 done today for sure, but I'm gonna aim for the 3 chapters, and then that leaves me 6 chapters to do. So basically I need to get to work, okay? And I think today, even though there's a risk of it upsetting my stomach and making me not feel great, I am gonna go get a coffee from Starbucks. It's gonna be decaf because I feel like caffeine is just, it's too hit or miss. Even decaf is a little bit hit or miss. I might feel not so great a little bit later, but the risk is lower with the decaf. So it's about 11:30 right now. I'm gonna go get my coffee, and then I'm gonna come back and just get started. I'm gonna get started on some Ben work. Okay, it's time to do some writing. So I'm thinking today I'm gonna go back to my 30-minute sprints and work that way. I think after I've completed a chapter, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and do some video editing so I can stay up to date as much as possible with that. I'm not up to date. I am so behind. But anyway, first we need to do some Ben writing. So I'm gonna open up my documents. I think I'm working on chapter 22 today, and then we'll probably go to 2020 and then the epilogue. Those are the last 3 short chapters that I have left. So okay, so chapter 22 is 1,348 words. I've been trying to bump up these shorter chapters to at least 1,500 words. I did that with one chapter. I don't know if I've done that with all the short chapters. There might be one that's under 1,000 words. I'm not sure yet. But I would like to be able to bump it up to 1,500 words. I don't really want chapters that are shorter than that, unless they need to be. My current total word count is 106,847 words, which is a couple hundred words less than the draft 2 final word count. So I have been getting rid of some words, but I've also added quite a bit of words. So we'll see. The big chapters that I have left to do, I think there's going to be a lot coming out of those chapters, but I'm also gonna be adding stuff, so I don't know. I'm hoping to be able to get it down to 100K, but it is what it is. I'm also gonna put my Ben writing playlist on shuffle and listen to that. You know what? I do have a song for this chapter, so I'll make sure to listen to that one on repeat for a little bit. All right, 30-minute timer. And I was strawberry way, jump the hedges first. And I was walking, talking, gardens all wet with rain. Okay, so it's about 1:45 right now. I did about, I don't know, know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour of writing. I did a half-hour sprint and then I took a 5-minute break and then I just wrote a little bit more. I didn't do a timer or anything, so I'm not sure exactly how long I wrote for, but I have technically finished the chapter as far as going over what I had originally in that chapter. However, I am adding a little scene and a character, apparently. I mean, it's gonna be a short little exchange. It's a little conversation between my main character and this new character. It's really just to kind of help set something up for a little bit later and just add a little, it just needed, I feel like it needed this. So I'm gonna add that in. I don't expect it'll take very long. So I think while I'm waiting for my lunch to cook, I'm gonna finish that up. But yeah, that's the update. I've technically finished the chapter. I think, let me see how many words I added. I think I started at 1,300 and something words for this chapter, but it's now at 1,519. So I did get it up to the 1,500 minimum that I wanted, and I still have to add a little bit more. It's probably gonna be, I think it's gonna be like 500 or less words. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the changes that I've made. It still needs a lot more. Like definitely these last couple chapters, they feel a little too cut and dry for me. I think they just need more heart. They need a little bit more life to them. So I need to keep building on that, you know? It's a slow build. Every draft, it gets better and better, and I'm loving that. That's what I live for. Okay, so chapter 22 is officially done. I am at 1,841 words. So I did add roughly 500 words to the chapter, and it feels pretty good, but not great. This is definitely one of those chapters that needs a lot more of like internal stuff going on, as well as a bit more description, but I am happy with the changes that I've made, and I think this is good to send to my CPs at this point. This chapter, like that bit that I added, definitely took me a little bit longer than I was expecting. It's about 4:30 right now. I was gonna stop and do a little bit of video editing, but I think I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna go to chapter 20 and try to bang that one out. Chapter 20 is very short and it needs a lot more. It is currently sitting at 641 words, and I definitely need to add more. It's mainly adding to the dialogue. It needs, like, the dialogue in this scene is just, I mean, the dialogue that I have is fine, but it's not good and it needs more. It's very cut and dry, very bare bones. It's not, I know that I won't get it just right in this draft, but I need to get it a bit better so I can send it to my CPs and then get feedback on that. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna add to the dialogue and how I'm gonna make it better. I haven't really outlined anything else for this scene or this chapter, so I think I'm just gonna basically pants it. I'm just gonna start writing and see where it goes, you know? If I get stuck for longer than like a half hour, I'll move on. I'll go to another chapter. The epilogue is also another one that needs a bit of adding to and some revision, especially with dialogue and stuff. But I'm gonna try that. Maybe I'll just get like halfway through both of them and that'll count as like another chapter completed. Okay, so I'm back inside. It's about 6 p.m. I'm gonna go visit my parents for a little bit. So I wrote a bunch of words because now I am back up to 107,867 words for the entire manuscript. But I'm not done with chapter 20 because I technically only started it, like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago. I had started working on chapter 20, but then I realized the bits that I was writing is actually supposed to go into chapter 19. So I ended up adding about 460 words to chapter 19, which was previously already done. So I added a bit. I don't know. This is all new stuff that I'm pantsing all this stuff. I'm just kind of adding in things that were kind of missing and sort of help with transition and time and stuff. So I'm hoping that it's making it better, but I'm not entirely sure. The work that I have done in chapter 20 so far is kind of like the intro to the scene. And now I'm finally at the part of the chapter where I actually need to do the big work where I have to add more dialogue and tweak dialogue and stuff. So I still have to do the hard part, but I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna go see my parents and then I will continue working on this later tonight. I might not finish it today. Today might just be be a 1.5 chapter day. And that's okay. It's just not happening. Tomorrow, I feel like I can definitely, if I don't finish chapter 20 tonight, I can definitely finish chapter 20 tomorrow. And I feel good about finishing the epilogue tomorrow as well. So I feel like tomorrow could be a good 2-chapter day, but we'll see. All that matters is we are getting work done. We're moving along. I have 8 chapters left in this draft and I'm excited. Hello, so today is Sunday. It's July 23rd. It's been a few days since I've vlogged. Technically, I did have 2 other days where I vlogged, but I deleted that footage. I thought I had uploaded it to my hard drive, so I cleared the card, and apparently I did not offload it to my hard drive. So there was one day I vlogged. It was very short. It was just, it was mostly me crying. Over the last couple weeks, I've been struggling a little bit with just like emotionally and mental healthly. So yeah, I did do one update where I was kind of talking about that a little bit. I'm definitely feeling a lot better now, but it was a little bit rough at the time. And then there was another day that I updated about stuff. I don't even remember, but let me tell you what the update is right now. Basically, I have 5.5 chapters left to write, and I'm definitely past both of my like soft deadlines. It's fine. I'm not extending it anymore or anything. I'm literally just going till August 1st. And if I need a little bit more time, I'll extend it further. I'm sure that my CPs will be totally okay with that. If I do need to extend it, it won't be a whole lot. It'll be maybe up to a week. I'm pretty sure I can get at least the draft done by the end of the month. I might need a day or two to kind of get all my documents together and make sure that I have like all my questions and stuff written. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it yet. Maybe like a Google form or something. I don't know yet, but I need to sort all that stuff out. So maybe I would need an extra day or two to get all that stuff done, but we'll see, you know? So basically I have 9 days, including today, to get 5.5 chapters done. And today is basically a writing day. It's about 9:30 right now. I have a live stream at 3 p.m. I'm gonna spend the first bit of this morning doing a bit of writing. I'm hoping to finish the chapter that I'm currently halfway through. It's the longest chapter I have left in the chapters that I have left, so I will see. I'm like 4,000 words in, and it's just under 10,000 words, so there's still quite a bit to go through, but I do have a bit of time before my live stream, so I'm hoping to get that one completely done, and then during my live stream I'm hoping to get another one done, and then I'm basically gonna spend the rest of the evening doing some video editing. So basically my goal for today is to cross up another 2 chapters in Ben, and then I'll only have 4 chapters left to work on for the next 8 days. And yeah, that's what's going on. I also gotta do some laundry today. I gotta clean up a bit today, but otherwise it is all about writing and video editing today. That's it. Okay, so first sprint is done. I went a couple minutes longer because I was trying to finish that paragraph. But I did manage to get through about 977 words, so I'm feeling pretty good. I also took a bunch of words out. I think I took a couple hundred words out. So I think we're off to a good start, but I'm starving, so I'm gonna go make some food and then do some more writing. Okay, we are back to do another 30-minute sprint. It's about 11:19 right now. My stream isn't until 3 today, so I think I'll have time for at least another 2 or 3 more writing sprints in that time. I also gotta do a bunch of other stuff, but I want to get at least 2 to 3 more writing sprints in. I don't know if that'll be enough to finish this chapter, but we'll see. I'm feeling pretty good. I've taken a lot of words out so far. I don't know if that made it better. I think it did, because I don't know. It was a little bit more about the character and her relationship with her friend, but like in a way that I don't think was necessary, and I don't think is necessary in this scene, because this scene is about something else. So I don't know if it's made it better. We'll see. I can't wait. Like, oh my god. When I tell you, I cannot wait to send this off to my CPs. I'm at the point now where I just want to send it to them. Like for a long time I was like really nervous, and I really wanted to get every sentence right and every word right. And now I'm just so ready to be like, this is my trash. Tell me if there's anything good in here, and then we'll work on making it better. Like I'm at that point. Like I'm just ready. But yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna get comfortable and start another sprint.
I've been shining on the city lights. All this doubt around me, then but look, I got it right. Don't you try to hit me, now you live a petty life. All those nights I lay awake, I pray for better life. Now I wake up with a baddie like I said I might. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right. This a better life, you never tried, I bet it right.
Okay, it's about about 120 right now. I am 5,206 words into the chapter, which means I have 4,305 words left to revise. I really want to get this chapter done before 3 p.m. when I hop on my live stream, but we'll see. I might get very close and then just finish it up on the live stream and then start the new chapter on the live stream. We'll see. Right now I'm going to eat this cookie. So I've been making these cookies the last couple weeks since I've been on this diet because I can't eat regular cookies, so I've been making my own cookies. This is what we're looking at. This definitely isn't my best work. I've made a better version of these cookies, and essentially it's just I use chickpea flour and brown rice flour. It's kind of like a graham cracker cookie. So there's honey, I put a little bit of maple syrup, and then there's cinnamon. Here's the thing, when it comes to cooking certain things, I'm not a strict recipe follower. I'll like look up a bunch of different recipes and then just like Frankenstein some recipes together and then make something. So the first time I attempted to make these cookies, I think I like Frankensteined 2 recipes together, and it turned out really good. But every time I've made the cookies since then, and I've made them like 3 or 4 times, they've been slightly different because I don't know like what combination of ingredients and stuff like I used that first time to make it taste so good. It still tastes good, but I have to start writing things down when I like make recipes, because I like loosely follow a recipe, but I will make so many substitutions. Like I'm just like whatever, I'm gonna put this in instead, and like and sometimes it turns out so well, but then I can't recreate it because I don't know what I did. Like I don't remember what I did. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this cookie and get to some bed writing. I think I'm gonna do another half-hour sprint, and then I'm gonna do a half-hour of like house stuff because I haven't cleaned up after breakfast or from dinner stuff last night. So I need to do some cleaning, and then I'll just write basically until the stream, and then write all through the stream. But yeah, that's the update. I did a little bit of writing earlier when you saw, and then I just took a little break and I sat outside in the sun for a while, just like getting some vitamin D. And I was listening to my current audiobook, which is, I think I mentioned this before, but it's Meet Me in the Margins by Melissa Ferguson. So I have about 4 hours and 13 minutes left. I think I can finish that this week as long as I actually make time to listen to it. I'm definitely liking it so far. I like books that are kind of like about writers, and this is about a writer, so I do like that. I'm not really one for like, you know, rom-coms, although I do love rom-coms, don't get me wrong. I especially love rom-com movies. I don't really read too much contemporary romance, which is funny because I'm writing a contemporary, and there's a little bit of romance in it. So anyway, I listened to that for a little bit while I was outside, and then I came inside and I was really hot, so I turned the AC on, and then I got really cold, and that's why I'm in my sweater. But we're going to get some writing done. I'm about to go into, so this scene, I feel like so far in the manuscript, there's like a little bit of tension at the beginning and like a couple chapters in, but then this is the first time there's kind of a significant amount of tension again in the novel. So I like it. I don't think I'm writing it well enough, but that's okay because compared to my zero draft, it's a lot better, and I love that. That's what this is about, you know, like this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. I feel like I was talking about this on my live stream. I love the revision process because I just love seeing the story come together and get stronger, and like seeing my own growth as a writer, like just seeing how I can now make things better. I love that so much. So I'm gonna get to some writing and then I will update you a little bit later. Hello. So I have my ring light on because it got so dark outside. It just a random thunderstorm started. Right now I'm just gonna get ready for my live stream. I'm definitely feeling good about finishing this chapter during my live. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. I want to do at least 3 25-minute sprints. I'm really loving the vibe outside, even though thunderstorms and stuff make me a little bit nervous because I just worry about my parents and stuff, even though they're fine. I'm sure they're fine, but it also really puts me in the mood to kind of just like cuddle and watch a movie or read a book or even do some writing. So I think I'm gonna do about 3 25-minute sprints on my stream and then try to enjoy the rest of the storm and either watch a scary movie. I watched one yesterday. It's been a while since I've just kind of watched a movie by myself, like a scary movie by myself, and it felt really good to do, so I want to get back into it. It's definitely something that I used to do all the time last year, so I might do that, but it'll depend. If I do finish the chapter during the stream, then I'll take a little break and I'll watch the movie. If not, I'll keep writing, get the chapter done, get started on a new chapter, and then I will take a little break later on. But yeah, I have about 9 minutes until my live stream. Also, I just wanted to say, if you're one of the people who watch my videos and attend my live streams regularly, I love you. I don't know, I just really love kind of interacting with the smaller group of people that watch and interact with my content regularly. Like the people who go to my lives, like it just feels like we're actually writing and like getting work done together. Like it just, I don't know, it feels so good. So if you're one of those people and you're watching this, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Speaking of live streams, I'm not exactly sure when this video is going to go up, but I have been posting polls on my community tab on YouTube. And basically I'm testing out doing like a watch along movie night where essentially I'll be watching a movie live on the stream, and whoever joins me for that live stream, they'll also be watching the movie like in their own home, like on their laptop or TV or whatever. I won't be streaming it live on the live stream because that would be a huge copyright issue. I think it's still going to be a copyright issue even though I'm not streaming it live, because I will need the volume on and YouTube will probably hear it enough to copyright it. So we'll see. I might get kicked off the live. I might get a copyright strike or something. If it's really bad, I'll delete it. But if it does work, I'd love to be able to do those once in a while. So currently my latest poll is asking what genre of movie people are interested in watching, and luckily most people seem to be interested in watching horror, which if you know me at all is my favorite genre, so I'm very excited about that. The next poll will be a few movie options, some of my favorites, and it'll be older movies, I think, to start. Okay, I gotta go live in a minute, so I'll talk to you a little bit later. Today's July 24th, it's Monday, it's 11 a.m. and I have gotten ready for the day. I've had breakfast. I've done my morning stuff. I've gone to Starbucks. It's an iced brown sugar oat shaken espresso, but I do this thing where I just add a bunch of sugar to it. So I get a decaf and then I add 2 pumps of caramel syrup and 2 pumps of toffee nut syrup. So it's mostly just like a little bit of coffee with just a bunch of sugar. And it's so good. So today, I think the last time I updated was just before my live stream. It was lovely. I did not, however, finish chapter 12, which was my goal for yesterday. So today, that is the goal, to finish chapter 12. I did make good progress in it. I think I have like just over 2,000 words left to revise. It's kind of like the chunky bits of dialogue that I need to really refine and go through. I've like done a little pass through it, and I've deleted chunks that had information that I've already, like these characters have already talked about in previous chapters, like based on the changes that I made. So I did take out little chunks of information, but there's still a whole lot to go through. So that is the goal for today. I have a live stream at 4 p.m. today. I want to have chapter 12 done by the time I start that live stream so I can start a new chapter during the live stream. I basically have 5 hours to finish the rest of this chapter, and that feels very, very doable. So that is the goal for today. That's the goal for this vlog. I think I wanted to finish the rest of the draft in this vlog. No way. No. I think I had like 8 or 9 chapters left at the beginning of this vlog, and after I finish chapter 12, will have 5 chapters left? Yeah, I'll have 5 chapters left, so that's pretty good progress. Even though it's been like 2 weeks, I think, since I started this vlog. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, okay? So I'm gonna get started on that. I think I'm gonna be doing my usual 30-minute sprints. I also need to like do some cleaning and stuff around the house, so as per usual, I will be alternating between doing some writing and just kind of moving around and doing some house chores, and here we go. Oh my god, I did it. I finished chapter 12. It's about 1:30 right now, so it took me roughly 2.5 hours to finish the last like 2,000-ish words. And so I do feel a lot better about this version of this chapter, but it needs a lot of work. So as I was saying before, chapter 12 is one of my longest chapters. It started at 9,902 words, and this was a chapter that had just like a lot of chunks of like dialogue, a lot of sort of backstory dialogue. So a big thing that I was fixing in this chapter was that scene specifically with the giant chunks of dialogue. I'm really trying to refine things developmentally and just get rid of things that I don't need. I'm sure once I go through and do my more kind of line level things where I take out like filter words and stuff like that, I'm sure I can get rid of a bunch of words that way as well. I've been sort of doing that a little bit as I've been going through each chapter, but there's a lot of stuff that I've just kind of let slip by because I'm trying not to focus on the smaller things and just focus on the bigger developmental things. As far as the next chapter I'm going to work on, I think I'm going to continue to go chronologically other than chapters 4 and 5. I'm going to do those last. So the next chapter chronologically is chapter 16, and that is the second longest chapter of these last chapters that I have to do. It's 7,737 words words currently. I mean, I think all of my chapters definitely need some refining, except for maybe the last couple chapters. They need refining, but they also just need like a little bit of bumping up. But yeah, that's my next chapter. That's the one I'm going to be working on during my live stream later on today. Right now I'm going to do a little bit of walking around because I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours straight. I started doing half-hour sprints, but then I was like, let me just finish this up. So I'm going to walk around a little bit and do some house stuff, and then I'm going to do some video editing until my stream, and then I'll start writing again during my stream. So let me know how your July camp went. Let me know if you hit your goals, if you didn't hit your goals. Let me know what you're watching. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know all the things. Thank you so much for watching, and if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are gold. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.